Camera bags are pretty similar. They all have a divider system inside to help you organize your gear. They might have a little storage area on top with a little water bottle holder on the side. And then you might even have on the other side a stupid little hole to unzip to get your gear out of the side of the bag. But what sets the Peter McKinnon camera backpack apart from that? So starting with the design of this bag. Well, overall, it's not that different. As you can see, water bottle holder, strap things for the back, top entrance, another water bottle holder, so that's a little bit different. And then on the inside, it's pretty straightforward as well, as you have your typical organizing system. Now, what does set this bag apart is that you have one big cube like this that you can either, I mean, you could set up this, I guess, if you wanted to, and not use a cube, or these guys. Now, I gotta be honest, I have used these guys twice, and the reason for that is this bag has become primarily for real estate for me, and I bring pretty much the exact same thing every day. In this pack, you can see here, I usually have camera, drone, batteries, cables, and then in the ladder system, a little more storage up top. Now, what I will say is one of the other things that sets it apart is said ladder system. So right here, you can pull it up, and this makes the top area bigger. So from the top down, you now have like a little hole you can really dig into. And one of these little guys can fit right in here to help kind of stiffen up your bag a little bit and provide some more storage organization that's a little easier. Because this is cool. This is it's a little dinky, and I don't have it lined up quite right now because I pretty much exclusively use it in this position. Now, this can also be easily removed by pulling on these guys here, pulling those straps out. And I'm gonna fight the bag to do this, but because I'm not doing this right. Anyways, nonetheless, you can pull these little guys out of here, and then you'll find your drone propellers that are for some reason still in the bag, and yoink this out entirely. And now you have a completely hollow bag that actually, one of my bigger complaints, and this is actually something that they had after their Kickstarters, these used to have a like metal ring in them to hold them a little more stiff that they took out. Well, it is great because when I stuff like a Mavic 3 with an R6 and a 11 to 24 EF, it is nice that there's a little bit of give. It does kind of suck that, like, I don't know, these could hold a little more shape. It'd almost be nice if they did it around the whole bag, but I mean, in theory, you can put that in there then, and if you really wanted to, you could weasel one of these guys in there with some force. But nonetheless, you could take that all the way out, and you know, if you wanted to just stuff clothes in here for a weekend and not bring any camera gear, or maybe you want to just put this in the bottom like that, totally up to you. That is completely an option you have. Like I said, I almost exclusively leave the old ladder system in there and let it rock. But on the inside as well, you also have two little side pockets here. Let's see if I can show you. On the sides here, you got these little pockets, which are excellent for putting little knickknacks and stuff. That's where those drone propellers I just used should go, is in there. On top here, you have another compartment as well. That's got a nice zipper. Pretty decent area. Throw your passport or something up there. And on the other side, you got the same little pocket. And then on the back here, you just have two little zipper closed slots. Which are nice. I love these little tabs, by the way. These are nice that they're small and that they're kind of big, so they're easier to grab. I actually really enjoy that, which is sick. The inside of this bag is awesome for organization, and like I said, I bought these. I'm sure I'll find a day when I want to use these, but for now, as my everyday camera bag, drone and camera is all I need most of the time, and that's what's gonna live in here, is just that bad boy. Now, I'm gonna just get this put back in here quick before I forget that that's like... This system's cool, and it kind of sucks to try and put in here. Oh, doesn't help if you're putting it in upside down. This part's a little more tedious. This isn't... The ladder system removal is not something that I think you would want to do on a daily basis. Not that it's impossible, but it's just a little annoying, you know? I understand why, and it's great, but it's just a little annoying. And you just pull that right on through there and button it on. Kind of hard to show and do this. Button, Missed the button. Button. And bam, ladder is back in there. Love that this has top access. Like if I just need to get in the upper part, I don't have to open the whole bag, I can go in from the top. And I love that I can still go in from the main bag compartment as well. And the magnets are just ever so satisfying. Yeah, they're great. Anyways, yeah, this is my normal setup, just like that. Tuck that in there. Boom, she's ready to go. Adds quite a bit of rigidity to the bag once you get one of these cubes put in there. Next up here, we'll just start on the side here. We have a little compartment for laptops and shiz. Can go in here, laptop, iPad, you name it. I believe it's up to a 15-inch. The other thing you should know is this bag is water resistant. I'm gonna finish an overview here though. So you have a magnetic water bottle holder on both sides. I also use it as a tripod holder. That said, I didn't run into this on the travel bag as much, but the Peak Design travel tripod, the carbon fiber one that I have, on the travel bag used to sit in there nicely and wouldn't fall out. This, I know there's like strap things here to strap it on, but this doesn't do that quite as well. The tripod will slide out if you grab your bag kind of weird or whatever else. I don't know if this could have just been a little bit higher. They are fairly deep. Like they're not deep, but it just, something about the way the tripod sits in here, it falls, and as somebody who just does real estate, shooting 5 or 6 houses a day and maybe getting my tripod out several times at each house, sucks to restrap and unstrap it every time, so I'm just not going to, but then tripod fall. Kind of annoying, but it is great to have 2 of those. I much prefer this over side access to the bag. It's great to have the extra, I can put my water bottle, I can bring my tripod, I don't have to strap something on the back here. Maybe for most people that's not a problem, but for real estate, for me, it's extra annoying to not have that. Now, the other thing you do have is these zippers are awesome. Great, water-resistant bag. Love these pulls on them as well. As you can see this, it's starting to fray a little bit here, but this has been used daily since the bag got shipped, so yeah, she's done well. Only other major complaint here about said bag is, as you can see, there's a little lip here from the top compartment over like the main compartment zipper on the bag. And what I've found is, as somebody who leaves my zippers at the top area a lot, let's see here, let's get them up there. I've kind of broke the habit now, but originally I would leave both up here a lot. And as you can see, there's kind of a cluster fuck of zippers, is probably the best way to say this. And either you grab the wrong one, or sometimes when you close one section, they snag, or they hit on each other and it's hard to like open the area. It's almost like this just needed to have a little less extra or something to like hold it back a little further. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's just me using the bag wrong, but that's just something I've found that's been kind of annoying. All right, I've acquired some photography gear here. And if you're wondering what might this bag hold, well, it weighs about 3 pounds empty. You can stack this thing really full. I did not grab my tripod I would normally put on the side, but I just thought I'd show you guys what I fit in this inner area here. So pretty straightforward. We got a Mavic 3 with the battery already installed in it for 1 battery. Shove that right there in the bottom. We have my R6 with the 11 to 24 EF adapter adapted on there. Shove that in there. I don't know why I put it upside down. And then you can fit 2 extra Mavic batteries right in this little slot here. Sometimes they need some encouragement to get started, but once they're in there, they're in there. Then I just have this, I carry a couple more than 2, but extra EF, or extra, yeah, whatever those are called, LPE6 NH batteries in there. And then you might say, well, it's pretty, main compartment's getting pretty full now. I have my Mavic controller. I just put that up top with a cable for my phone. And then since I do have the Galaxy folding phone, it actually doesn't fit in that controller. So I have this little like $20 adapter for my phone to the controller, so I can still basically clamp this in there, this side in there like it's your phone, and then you can just put your Galaxy on that. Put that in there, a little microfiber because you never know. Then on the bottom here, I slide in a battery charger on the bottom side with a bunch of SD cards. And just like that, that is pretty much my daily carry. I mean, I'd have a tripod on the side here and maybe some business cards on the top, but that's about it. If I do have a 3D tour or Matterport to do, I would just throw my 360 cam in this little slot here, I also use this little slot for dead batteries, so as the day goes, my charged batteries up here make their way into this little bottom compartment instead. And that is pretty much how I fill out this bag daily. Wearing this every day, I will say, well, it's got some breathability. It gets a little hot in the Texas sun still, and these shoulder straps breathe pretty well, but just like any bag, when you have it loaded up with stuff, there's only so much breathing your arms are gonna be able to do. One other thing to note here is there is a little slide here for luggage if you wanted to slide this on your bag to bring it a few places. And the other thing, I guess, that I believe it came with that's just not on here right now is a little chest strap adapter if you wanted to strap your straps together. Other than that, though, it's pretty straightforward. There must be a plastic piece in the back here for a little bit of rigidity, and I've found that down in this corner here for me, it started to kind of like rub out and will rub on me sometimes. Now, I can kind of jimmy it back up there a little bit and then she's all good, but yeah, that's the bag. Nice that it sits up. Top handle is fantastic. So just some quick dimensions of this bag here. We are about 7.5 inches deep. We are 13 inches wide and about 19 inches tall. The main storage area in this bag, this is a dangerous way to open it with all my gear in here still. This main compartment area is 11.5 by 11.5 by some other number that I can't memorize and have my cheat sheet right here. And that other number just happens to be 5.5. And that is with the ladder in the up position, which I believe is the way I currently have it, if my brain serves me right. If not, editor, someone has fixed that and has corrected me. So can I recommend this bag? Is this worth somebody getting? Again, as somebody who has literally worn this 5 to 7 days a week for the last 2 years or however long this bag's been out, it's fantastic. I have thrown, I have tossed, I have dragged, I don't think I've ran it over yet, but it's been through a lot. It's been through rain, shine, and as you can see, there's some wear starting to show in some spots, but overall, like, nothing damaging or wrecking of the bag. It looks fantastic still. And for 300 bucks, well, it is a very expensive bag, and that is before you even get anything else. It's very expensive, but as somebody who's shopped with Nomatic before, you get quality for that price. These aren't gonna be a bad bag. They're not gonna break easily. They're not gonna give easily. They're gonna hold up to whatever you wanna throw them up to, and they're gonna last a long time. As this bag currently has lasted a very long time for 2 years as a literal daily driver for many hours a day, being thrown in the back of my car, thrown on my back, thrown in a house, thrown in a closet, packed, unpacked, opened, closed every single day, and just no issues. This thing's a tank and ready to go. So if you're somebody looking for a brand new bag and you want one that's gonna last you, dare I say a lifetime? I mean, a long time at least, maybe even a lifetime, this is it. If you're someone looking for a cheaper bag or you want the stupid side compartment, look somewhere else. Maybe get the bigger travel bag, though it is quite a bit monstrously bigger. Like for weddings and stuff, this guy doesn't come with, the travel bag comes with, but this gets the job done for just about anybody else. If you're just a portrait photographer, anything like that, easy throw a camera in here, even an extra body and 2 other lenses, 70 to 200. You can stuff that sucker in there, she'll fit. She'll go right in. You'll be able to have that for your portrait shoot. So with that, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
I've been working on myself. I really try my best to change.
Actually, before I go, one extra little side note. I had an issue with the travel bag. I had gotten one of the tech pouches. I'm trying to see if it's near me. Let me see if I can find it quick. The one other thing I want to say, and it's actually got like nothing to do with the bag. It has to do with Nomatic, the company. If you are like, it's YouTuber merch, blah, 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 blah. It's not. Nomatic actually makes like great stuff. Example here, this is a bad example, but this is something I got with the travel bag from Peter McKinnon. And when it got here, as you can see, there's like this major issue where like the inside's just super not glued down. And I got in touch with support. I was like, hey, something's not, like, I don't know, that's probably not supposed to happen. And this actually like ripped off like 6 months later. As you can see, there's like nothing else wrong, just the felt unglued from the bottom. And they were like, oh, we're sorry, we'll send you, they just sent a new one. They said, keep it, So I have extra dividers for it, for the new one they sent me, and they just did it. And so that's awesome customer service. You don't get that from every company. Now, that said, spending this much on a product, you probably expect to get that. But that said, it's hard to find a company that doesn't ask questions and will just fix problems. So great job on that, and thank you, Nomatic.